afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Monday. Hope you all had a nice weekend.
Beautiful weekend, and today it feels like summertime.
I got the yard cleaned up.
Yeah, a great weekend.
The hibiscus won.
Oh no! Ouch! Ouch!
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
And today you don't even need a jacket outside. It's great.
Don't get used to it.
I know. I know.
We'll get to the weather in just a minute, but first, topping our news today, a real shocker for Brewers fans. Coach Craig Counsell makes a decision on where he'll be working next year.
Andrew Banser will join us in just a moment to talk about it. Changes to school bus times in the Madison School District go into effect today. We'll tell you how the first day went.
Testimony turned tense in Lower Manhattan as former President Trump took the stand in his civil fraud trial. I'm Naomi Ruckham with what he said in court and his clashes with the judge.
But first at 4, a surprise move for the Brewers skipper Craig Counsell.
There was speculation where Counsell's, when his contract ended this season, that he might land in New York, but that was not the case. Sports reporter Andrew Banser is here with what happened.
That's the real question. What happened today? Well, this morning, Craig Counsell reportedly signed a deal to become the next manager of the Chicago Cubs. Counsell is the Brewers' winningest manager in franchise history, and the writing was on the wall that he might leave, but nobody expected him to go to the Brewers' arch rival. The Mets and the Guardians, both of whom had meetings with Counsell, were considered favorites to hire the Whitefish Bay alum, but in a shocking move, Counsell signed with Chicago, inking a 5-year $40 million deal to become the highest paid manager in all of baseball.
So why would he do this?
That's the real question, and the answer is all money. I think that for a guy like Counsell, he's sitting in a situation right now where MLB managers get paid at a much lower clip than their counterparts in the NBA, NFL, and even in collegiate baseball, there's managers that are getting paid more than guys in Major League Baseball. So I think it starts with him. He wanted to reset the market for managers. The Brewers offered him what would have made him the highest paid manager in baseball right now, but the Cubs topped that by a couple million. He'll make $8 million a year.
So that's sort of to be expected in baseball, these things, but to go to the Cubs is really a dagger for Brewers fans.
It is an absolute dagger, and that's really the one that hurts the most. I think that for a guy that grew up in the Milwaukee area, played for the Brewers for a ton of years, and has managed them the last 9 years, going to the arch rival is tough. I think that if you're trying to make sense of it, they're a team in the Cubs that have shown they'll invest in their players a little bit more than the Brewers, and certainly invest in managers more as well.
There's no crying in baseball, but today I think there was.
I think you're exactly right. You know, even if you're continuing to, wish well for Craig Counsell, I don't think there's anybody that's not just flat out a little bit hurt. In some ways, Zach said it earlier, in some ways it almost feels a little bit like Brett Favre going to the Vikings.
I was just going to bring that up. Right.
It hurts. It just stings a little bit. Yeah. And especially when it's one of your guys, I think that's kind of where all the angst is coming from today.
Going to be an interesting season when those teams meet.
Yeah.
Andrew, thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Let's take a look outside. As Susan mentioned, a summery day out there. This sun shimmering on the shores of Lake Minota.
This is a gift when you get weather like this in November, for sure.
But it's back to normal. Jacob's in the backyard. Not terrible, but back to normal.
Yeah, temperatures, although they're going to fall throughout the week, they're not going to be as bad as they were for Halloween. Taking a look at the current conditions, actually, let me go back a second. Taking a look at the current conditions in Madison, 65 right now with plenty of sunshine. Winds, though, are still an issue. Temperatures across Dane County well into the mid-60s. Looking across our area, about an hour or two ago, Janesville hit 70 today. And that just shows you how unseasonably warm it is. The average high this time of year is around 50. And we also are quite a bit warmer than this time yesterday, especially for the eastern part of our area, where many locations are up to 10 degrees warmer. Now, looking at the wind speeds, they have been an issue all day. 23 miles per hour in Monroe and 22 miles per hour in Janesville. Those are the two gustiest locations, but our entire area at or above 10 miles per hour. The good news is that the wind will improve by the time we get to tomorrow. Now, we're going to remain cleared throughout the evening, and temperatures aren't going to drop to the 40s until around 9 to 10 p.m. So it's going to be fairly comfortable, although with the wind and the early sunset, it will definitely be a little chilly, but warmer than what is normally this time of the day. Looking at the forecast for overnight, low temperatures are going to be pretty cold with lows in the upper 30s. I'll talk more in detail about the fall of temperatures coming up a little bit later.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. Well, today was day one of the Madison Metropolitan School District's new start and dismissal times.
The district changed the schedule for many schools after continued complaints over buses showing up late. Our Kyle Pozorski visited several schools today to see how the change went today. Kyle?
It was 2 weeks ago when the district administration decided to make the change. They say it was done to allow for more efficient use of First Student's resources. If you remember, First Student took over the busing duties for MMSD schools after they acquired the previous provider, Badger Bus, in July. Today, they switched team to go smooth during a pickup at schools I visited on the east side. However, we have had several people reach out to us saying nothing improved today. To make the change happen, the district went from a 2-tier busing system to a 3-tier one. This made it so that in total, 21 elementary schools moved their times up by 5 minutes to delay their times by 50. Meanwhile, 5 middle schools are now letting students out 20 minutes later at 4:30 instead of 4:10.
Kyle, thank you. The universities of Wisconsin have proposed a new $32 million plan to increase graduates in key programs. The proposal is in response to the biennial 2023 to 25 state budget that allocated $32 million to the UW system, pending a plan for them to address workforce issues. The areas of focus would be engineering, computer and data science, business and finance, and nursing and healthcare. Universities of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman believes the increased graduates will stay in Wisconsin and help the state flourish.
We have a great track record of having people remain in the state. Across our universities, nearly 90% of our graduates that are Wisconsin residents are still in the state 5 years after they graduate. So I think the stick rate in Wisconsin is particularly strong.
The Board of Regents is set to consider the proposal at its meeting on Thursday.
Madison police say they've recovered the vehicle used by suspects on a deadly shooting at the Harmony Apartments on Madison's Far East Side. So far, no arrests have been made in the shooting. Investigators have not yet publicly identified the people involved. It's unclear if police know their identities or not. Detectives have been searching for these shooting suspects since October 10th, when 15-year-old Kaisha Miller was shot and killed. 3 other teens were also injured in the shooting. Police say they recovered nearly 50 rounds at the scene. The early October incident was the second deadly shooting at Madison's Harmony Apartments on the Far East Side within a 3-month period.
Child sexual assault charges filed against the Village of McFarland's former president were dropped this morning. In a brief hearing in a Dane County court commissioner dismissed the charges against 74-year-old Bradley Sebatar. A deputy district attorney wrote that the DA's office decided to move for dismissal after determining the case probably wouldn't be provable beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Neither Sebatar nor his attorney, Chris Van Wagner, appeared in court today.
The father of the accused Highland Park shooter reached a plea agreement for charges for signing his son's application for a firearm owner's identification card to buy a gun in 2019. Robert Crimo Jr. had been set to face trial on 7 felony counts of reckless conduct, 1 for each person killed in the parade shooting last year. As his bench trial was set to begin Monday morning, Crimo pleaded guilty to 7 misdemeanor counts of reckless conduct in exchange for a sentence of 60 days in jail and 2 years probation. His son, Robert Crimo III, charged in the mass shootings at the July 4th parade in Highland Park in 2022, was 19 years old at the time he purchased his guns and could not get a FOID card without his father's signature. Now, if you recall, the son considered opening fire at a second holiday event in Madison after the Highland Park shooting, but ultimately decided against it. He drove to Madison that day. Authorities said he had roughly 60 rounds of ammunition with him at the time, but ultimately decided against attacking the event because he hadn't put enough thought or research into it.
Israel's military says it's getting close to entering Gaza City after cutting off northern Gaza from the rest of the territory. As the war approaches 1 month, plumes of smoke continue to rise over Gaza's skyline. The death toll among Palestinian civilians continues to rise, prompting growing calls for a ceasefire. Israeli officials have said repeatedly there will be no ceasefire until the more than 200 hostages Hamas is holding are released.
This is not a local battle. This is a global battle.
The unfolding catastrophe makes the need for a humanitarian ceasefire more urgent with every passing hour.
President Biden spoke to Israel's prime minister in a phone call today, underscoring the need for a pause in strikes to get more humanitarian assistance to civilians in Gaza. Former President Trump was out of his element and under oath today in the New York civil fraud trial that could decide the future of his business empire.
Naomi Ruckham has more from outside the courtroom, where the judge reminded the current GOP frontrunner these proceedings are not a political rally.
Former President Trump calmly stared at the news cameras before Monday's session got underway. But not long after he was sworn in, things got testy. Trump drew several rebukes from state Supreme Court Judge Arthur Engoron for giving speeches, not answers. The judge called a brief recess, asking Trump's attorneys to control their client.
Trump has gone in there.
Columbia University law professor John Coffey says provoking the judge won't help Trump's cause.
And Donald Trump does very well in political campaigning when he explodes, but it doesn't work in court.
The current GOP presidential frontrunner is accused in an alleged scheme to dramatically inflate his wealth in order to get better loans and financing. He testified he feels some of his properties are actually undervalued, and outside the courtroom repeated his claims of political persecution.
It's a very unfair situation. This is really election interference. That's all it is. This trial is ridiculous.
New York Attorney General Letitia James said she expected name-calling at the microphones.
But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie.
The potential financial losses are staggering. The case could cost Trump $250 million in penalties and bar his iconic company from operating in New York.
That would really virtually terminate his business empire.
Last week, Trump's two older sons testified, downplaying their connection to financial records. Eldest daughter Ivanka Trump is expected to take the stand on Wednesday. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Ivanka Trump is not a defendant in this case.
June of last year, the USDA ended its pandemic-era policy of providing free meals to all students. Supporters of Assembly Bill 805 are attempting to return to something similar in Wisconsin. Dubbed Healthy School Meals for All Wisconsin, the bill aims to have schools receive state reimbursement for lunches and breakfasts that they serve. All students would be eligible at no cost to them. Proponents believe this will alleviate food concerns for many students, allowing them to focus on their schoolwork.
The child's basic needs are not met. How are we ever going to educate them to their fullest potential? School nutrition professionals like ourselves across the state of Wisconsin are so eager for the opportunity to provide fresh made meals and nutrition education.
In 2019, an estimated 33% of Wisconsin children that experienced food insecurity did not qualify for free or reduced price school meals.
Speaking of schools still to come at 4, a lack of librarians means there are fewer school libraries.
We'll find out what's being done to fill this lack of librarians gap when Live at 4 continues.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. Because around here, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after a car accident or return to the job following an injury, it's us fighting the odds and the insurance company to make sure you get the compensation you and your family deserve. No one loves a great comeback story more than Lawton Cates, which motivates us to fight for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Hold it!
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Don't miss the 34th Annual Winter Art Fair off the Square, November 11th and 12th at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Featuring over 100 Wisconsin exhibitors with a wonderful selection of ceramics, paintings, glass art, wood, jewelry, and much more. Place your bids at our silent auctions Saturday only. Children will enjoy the Young Collectors Corner. Buy local for the holidays. The Winter Art Fair off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back. A new report found the number of librarians in schools nationwide is on the decline.
Tightened budgets, new technology, and reallocation of resources are being blamed. A report by the School Librarian Investigation, Decline or Evolution, or SLIDE project, found more than 1,800 librarians in school districts across the country were out of a job during the pandemic, a 5% drop compared to before the pandemic. Harry Brake is among a growing number of media specialists who are concerned about the decline of school librarians across the country.
It's a place where they can actually create, but it's also a place where they can contemplate and relax. So those are all things I think go under the radar.
Brake says when districts navigate school budgets, even before COVID, librarians are often the first on the chopping block. Only 10 states and D.C. mandate and enforce the employment of school librarians in public schools. It's why Brake is pushing to categorize the profession as essential to help students now and in the future.
Stocks closed higher, building on last week's big gains. The Dow Industrials added 34 points. The Nasdaq gained 40. The S&P 500 tacked on 7.5. Well, a popular segment here on News 3 Now is returning with weekend anchor Jalen Banks leading the charge.
Jalen is probably a familiar face by now. He's been with us since July, and now he's adding another responsibility along with anchoring and reporting duties. You are now going to be the primary Time for Kids correspondent. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Time for Kids, it's a weekly story segment, and it's a long-time partnership between News 3 and SSM Health, and the stories focus on the health and well-beings of family and their kids.
So why are you looking forward to spending time with kids?
The reason why I'm looking forward to this is, at this point in my life, kids and family is something near and dear to my heart. I have a 6-year-old daughter who's actually turning 7 on Thanksgiving, and then yes, I know it's
that'll be a Thanksgiving to remember.
For sure. And then I have an 11-year-old brother as well. So being able to tell stories centered around families, kids, and their well-being is something that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, that's wonderful. A Thanksgiving birthday. That's great. We'll have to remember that. So what kinds of things are you working on with Time for Kids? What kinds of stories will you be doing?
So as we're heading into the holiday season, we're focusing on giving back. And So whether that's your time or volunteering, whatever that may be, that's a huge focus of us going into November and December. And so one of the ways that we are trying to give back is through a colorful connection. We're going to show you a quick video right now of some of the work that some third graders in Madison have done. So the colorful connection coloring sheet, you go online, you download the PDF, and then you color it, write a nice message, because these colored sheets are actually going to be given to kids that unfortunately are going to have to spend the holidays in the hospital. So that's what the message is for. It's just being able to send them some well thoughts and wishes during the holidays as they're spending it in the hospital.
And the sheets are on online?
Yes, they're
Madison
online.
Magazine?
Yes, it'll be on the latest issue of Madison Magazine. You can get them online. This is actually my Times for Kid coloring right here. So just so you guys have more of a look as to what it's like, go ahead, go online, download that PDF, take a couple minutes. One thing that I forgot about, I haven't colored in so long, how tired my hand was getting as I was trying to get it done.
Well, you stayed in the lines here.
What was your message?
What was my message? I said, keep pushing, keep fighting, get well soon. You only have so much space to write it.
That's really nice.
Just a couple phrases in there for
well
whoever
done.
receives it. Yeah. Hopefully you guys can go ahead and do it as well.
Absolutely.
I've got some colored pencils at my desk if you need them.
All right.
I feel a contest coming on.
Maybe.
Looking forward to your reports.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Jalen.
Thanks, Jalen.
Still to come at 4, we're going beyond the barometer.
We'll find out why bridges and overpasses are the first to ice over during wintry weather. Stay with us.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Memories matter.
I think the biggest thing I got out of my service in Vietnam was a real sense of patriotism. I'm very proud of what I did. I fought for you, and I'd fight for you again.
This Veterans Day, we remember, and we never forget those who sacrificed everything for our freedoms. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service, and we know that your memories matter.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Hey, Dad, we're running low.
We'll be all right.
What is going on here?
Insulation? I'm chilly.
I can't help you with the decoration, but I can help you replace these windows fast.
Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2025. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, take a look at this. A Chicago man visiting the Florida Keys set a new record and took first place in the Keys Fisheries Stone Crab Eating Contest held over the weekend. Scott Millicent triumphed over 39 other contestants, divided into individual and team divisions in the raucous amateur eating competition in Marathon. Contestants had to crack and eat 25 of the tasty stone crab claws and pick them completely clean in the fastest time. Millicent set a new contest record with a final time of 10 minutes and 23 seconds. He entered the competition on a spur-of-the-moment suggestion from family and friends. They were just visiting. He has no other food-eating contest experience.
You've been drooling this whole segment, so this is something you could potentially join.
I don't know if I would win, but
you need one of those cool contraptions.
I love stone.
Was Joey Chestnut there?
No, he wasn't there.
Famous hot dog champion.
You had to work for this. He just.
Yeah, that is true. That one. This seems less about eating and more about getting it open.
How do you think 25 stone crabs is that many?
Oh, that's a lot. That is.
They're in season from now until May.
Thank you, Mr. Food.
You're welcome. It was so good. And the weather is, it's so good today.
Yeah, like I was saying, you know, it's Monday. People aren't too happy about Mondays, but the weather's trying to get us all to feel better. But unfortunately, it is going to cool off by the end of the week. I'll talk more in detail about it coming up right after the break.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now lease a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It hits you when you step into any of the 3 Willie Street Co-op stores, the smell of freshness. We work with hundreds of farms and vendors to bring you natural, organic, and local food selection, unmatched in Madison. Everyone is welcome at Willie Street Co-op, and if you join our more than 30,000 owners, you'll get more sales, discounts, and perks. Fresh, local, organic, yours, Willie Street Co-op.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
When dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation might be to blame. Over-the-counter eye drops can provide temporary relief. Xiidra can provide lasting relief. It targets inflammation that can cause dry eye disease. Xiidra treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. Don't use if allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort or blurred vision when applied, and unusual taste sensation. Why wait? Ask your doctor about a 90-day prescription and pay as little as $0. Xiidra.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here are the 3 things you need to know for the upcoming work week. Temperatures are going to cool down throughout the week. We'll have highs in the 40s or near 50 degrees after today. Our only chance of rain will be Tuesday night into Wednesday. But other than that, we are looking fairly dry, not just for the rest of this week, but a good chunk of next week, at least at this time. That's what it looks like. So for tonight, we'll see low temperatures in the upper 30s. Going to see clouds increase throughout the night, especially as we head towards morning. We'll see some pretty cloudy skies. And then for the day day tomorrow. We're going to see more cloud covered today, and it is going to be cooler, but still pretty close to average with highs right around 50 degrees. The average high this time of year is actually right at 50 degrees, so we'll be right on the dot. At least that's what the forecast calls for. Now, as we go into Wednesday, another day of around 50 degrees, but we are going to see some rain, especially early in the day. Could see some of those showers linger throughout the day, but even if it does rain, especially later in the day, it's not expected to be very heavy. So I'll talk about the rain in a moment, but first, here's a look at the high temperatures over the next 10 days. This line right here, that's the normal. We're going to see those temperatures fall a little bit, but it's not going to be too far below the average high. It's also not going to be as cold as it was for Halloween. And for next week, it does look like those temperatures are going to rebound with highs back in the 50s. So in general, not looking at temperatures too far above or below average after today. Now, as far as the wind gusts goes, they are going to continue to be pretty gusty throughout the night, but by the time we get to tomorrow morning, the winds are no longer going to be a factor. So that's the good news. And right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be that breezy throughout the rest of the week. Looking at Futurecast, as I mentioned, clouds are going to increase throughout the night. Could see a few light sprinkles, but we're not expect to see any rain for about the next 24 hours or so. But then as we get towards tomorrow night, we are going to see some showers move into our area. Mostly going to be light to moderate. Could see some small pockets of heavy rain, but in general, although the rain is going to be pretty scattered and much of our area will see some rainfall, it's not going to be very heavy. Now, this will mostly last into Wednesday morning, but by Wednesday afternoon, much of that rain will be really broken up. We could maybe continue to see some light rain, but not expect to see much rainfall after the late morning hours. So it is going to be cloudy, but temperatures are going to be pretty similar to what they will be tomorrow. In general, after that rain threat Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, we're not really expecting much rain beyond that. So over the next 7 days, we're only going to see about a ½ inch of rain, and it could even be less than that if some areas don't really see a ton of rainfall by the time we get to Tuesday night and Wednesday. So fairly dry conditions. Temperatures will cool off. Highs will be in the mid-40s by the end of the week, maybe lower 40s, and overnight lows will likely drop back below freezing. But then next week, we're going to see those temperatures rebound into the 50s with a small chance of rain Sunday and a small chance of rain next Wednesday and Thursday. But as I mentioned, both of those chances not really going to amount to much, and even the rain chance Tuesday night into Wednesday, although the rain is likely, it's not expected to be very heavy. So in general, near average temperatures, not too far below or above, and fairly dry conditions.
Pretty quiet. We like that.
Very nice, yeah.
Jacob, thank you. Well, we all got a little trick on Halloween, and widespread road problems were minimal, though. We did get a little bit of snow, but a semi did tip over an overpass on I-94 near Camp Douglas.
Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here with us today as part of our Beyond the Barometer series. Hello, Alex.
Hello, greetings. Nice to be here.
Yeah, good to have you. So a lot of people wonder why on bridges and overpasses are they the first things that slick up and get so dangerous?
Yeah, especially during this time of year when the temperatures are at that critical 30, 31, 32 degrees. Those overpasses and those bridges have a tendency to cool off faster than some of the other surfaces, and you have to take into account as well, we've been really warm through October. Temperatures were in the 80s, so pavement temperatures are warm, ground temperatures are warm, but then when we start bringing in that cold air, those pavement temperatures will start to cool down because you have the temperatures cooling on both sides of the pavement. And I can actually show that here. Let's take a look here at our graphics on Max 2 if we can as part of our Beyond the Barometer explainer. Look at this, Susan and Mark. Look at the red lines here. Notice on above and below the bridge or the overpass, you have heat escaping. So that's that warm fall temperatures going out to space, as I like to say. Look at over on the grass. You only have heat going, I guess, one way, if you will. So really that pavement temperature on that overpass or that bridge, you've got heat escaping. It's cooling down on both sides, not just on one side. So when you bring that cold air in, like we were forecasting for on Halloween, upper 20s, right around 30 degrees, you still have that heat escaping from both sides of that pavement on that bridge or on that overpass. So that temperature on the overpass may cool down to 28, 29, 30, 31 degrees. And if you put a little bit of precipitation on there, a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, it ices right up, but then the grassy surfaces might not accumulate anything.
It's always deceiving because the main highways sometimes can be completely clear. Then you get on the overpass or the bridge and it's icy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those bridges and those overpasses, we always say whenever we're at 31, 32 degrees, you get a little bit of precip, just take it easy.
So it's going to happen. I mean, this is... These are going to ice up. You often see the sign may be icy at times.
Yes, maybe icy at times. Definitely you want to heed those warnings that are on those advertisements above the roads, because it's extremely important. And actually here, those secondary roads, I want to take a couple of moments to talk about those as well. We take a look at our graphics again. Folks, the secondary roads, they can ice up very similarly to the pavement above and below the overpasses. And this is just a little bit different. So think about the country roads or the side roads. You have car wheels out there, and those car wheels are producing friction on that surface. So when you have less cars, less traveled roads, less friction, less heat, that allows the ice to build up on those secondary roads, those well-traveled roads. So that could be the Beltline. Beltline has more cars, more friction, more heat going on. So where you may have a little bit of that ice on the secondary roads or those side roads, the Beltline might just be wet.
Right.
So it's traffic.
Traffic.
Helps melt it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, again, these borderline scenarios where we have temperatures right around 30, 31, 32 degrees.
You can move to Florida.
You could move to Florida.
That's a whole other host of problems. So bottom line, always have your guard up this time of year especially.
Always have your guard up. And one more heads up too, folks. We're heading into an El Nino winter. And what does that mean for us? Typically a warmer winter, less precipitation. We'll be having more of these freezes and thaws, freezes and thaws. So we freeze, and then when we thaw a little bit, you get water on some of these secondary roads that are poorly traveled. You wake up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, there's not a lot of cars out there. Those roads ice up overnight, and then you get an accident right away in the morning.
That's even trickier than snow a lot of times.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about it too this time of year. As we transition further into the winter, it starts to become a little bit more ingrained in your head. I might need to slow down.
Especially on a day like today, but as you said, it's coming.
It's coming.
It is coming.
Alex, thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Very interesting.
We're going to meet this week's Pet of the Week from the Dane County Humane Society when we come back.
And then coming up next hour at 5, there is a heated debate as West Side neighbors rally against plans threatening the survival of Sauk Creek's trees. City officials are clashing with community voices, and we'll have that story coming up at 5.
Looking for a B2B partner in social media marketing? Choose Shelley Social Media. Our team offers PPC advertising, social media management, digital marketing, and more. We don't just manage your brand, we make your brand shine. Discover the Shelley difference today.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken. Time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Menards will help you find big savings when insulating your home. Plus, save 11% on all insulation. A properly insulated home can help save you money on your utility bill, all while increasing your family's comfort. Plus, you can stack on more savings with additional federal tax credits on qualifying, energy-efficient upgrades. Pick up a roll of R15 craft-based fiberglass insulation for just $14.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
SSM Health and News 3 Now would like to invite you and your family to make a colorful connection this giving season.
Go to channel3000.com to download a Time for Kids coloring sheet, or find it in November's Madison magazine. Add color and a kind message, then mail it to SSM Health.
They'll share with a hospital patient who can't be home for the holidays.
And you might even see it on News 3 Now. Take time for kids and spread joy to others by making a colorful connection.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
When you partner with Shelley Social Media, you will be eligible for our exclusive offer. The first 50 businesses who sign up now will receive free social media management. Enroll today and see your business thrive. Discover the Shelley difference today.
New at 5, Time for Kids is back with new host Jalen Banks. News 3 Now shares how you can brighten the day for children at St. Mary's Hospital.
We're eyeing up temperatures cooling to the north and west of the Madison area, and things will be cooling down as we carry on through the rest of the work week. But will we have precipitation tonight at 5?
And ahead at 6, we tap into the issues surrounding the Kohl Center new policy on alcohol. What you can expect before tonight's men's basketball season opener, coming up at 6.
Given the weather satellite has been, we end up in Charlotte, North Carolina. 72 degrees.
Nice
Sunset
day
there in the
Charlotte.
Eastern time zone.
Saying hi to Naomi Combs. She's in Charlotte now.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Lisa Bernard is here from the Dane County Humane Society. And who am I holding?
You're holding Scamper.
Scamper's very hungry.
He is. He loves his veggies.
Scamper's a guinea pig, obviously.
Obviously.
Chowing down.
He's so cute. So he's about 3 years old.
Okay.
They could live to be about up to 7.
Wow.
So he's so sweet. Like all guinea pigs, he does get shy when you first approach, and he goes and he hides. It's that prey.
Right.
Mentality. So he'll go and hide in his hidey house and stuff, but once you pick him up and you're holding him, he's just like, oh, I love this.
We've seen that. He was snuggling with you and now with Mark. Is there a way we can turn him around so that the camera can see how cute he is? He's so cute.
Oh, come on, Bet. Here.
Oh, there.
Let me see. There you go.
Look,
there you go.
He's got such beautiful coloring. He's so cute.
Now, if you're thinking of adopting a guinea pig, what kinds of things do you need?
So you need a big enough cage for them.
Okay.
And then a food bowl, water bowl, or water like a
tube that they can lick on?
They can lick off of. Some hay. He likes his veggies, as you can see with his lettuce chomping there. This is the first time he's making noise too. He hasn't squealed all day, and all I hear is crunching now.
Does he squeak like most guinea pigs?
He hasn't so far. Even when I went to go pick him up, he didn't squeal at all. So he was very, very mellow. So some of the other guinea pigs can be a little noisier. They'll just even as they're running around, they'll be like and making these little noises. But he's such a cutie.
And you got a lot of critters right now.
We do. We have, in addition to guinea pigs, gerbils. We have like 7 of them. We have some fish. We have rabbits and rats.
And you have a sale going on.
We do. It started earlier this week, and meaning yesterday, and it's going through through Friday. So adoption fees are being cut by 50% for critters.
So $15 for a guinea pig.
Yes, instead of 30.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's great.
So
why is just like watching him chomp on this thing is just so...
You could do this all day.
It's entertaining, right?
It's so entertaining.
Like, just to see his mouth go is so cute.
All right, last time, Costco is here.
Costco was adopted. So happy.
Great.
That's good news all around.
Costco was a great dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like you could watch TV with him like that all day long.
So if you're interested in adopting Scamper or all the other critters on sale this week, go to thegiveshelter.org. Lisa, thank you.
Thank you.
I could just do this all day. This is very relaxing.
There's something so sweet about
it. Don't need me anymore. All right, thanks, Lisa.
Great to see you.
Our film critic Will Loper joins us next with his thoughts on the new movie Priscilla.
Plus, he has suggestions on what to stream. That's coming up next on the Loper Report.
Welcome into the winter wonderland here at the Bruce Company. I had to awaken Lisa from her sleeping slumber,
yes,
because you've been here decorating, and wow, has it paid off.
Well, our team's been working for weeks and weeks to get the store ready for the holidays. We love Christmas, and we're so excited to share it with everybody.
Okay, what have you seen? You start this process early in the summer. What have you seen as like maybe the biggest trend or your favorite thing about
the biggest trend I'm seeing is interesting color combinations, non-traditional color combinations, and super saturated tones like you know, blue and purple or pistachio and peach.
I mean, pistachio and peach, really, like you don't think about those
and it makes you
colors.
hungry.
That's the thing. You come in here, you get inspired to just try something new, or get another tree and have your traditional tree and have a new tree, right?
Yes. So we are full of everything you need to decorate your house from top to bottom: lights, ornaments, all that jazz. Plus, beautiful things for gifts in our boutiques if you're an early shopper.
Like this little sweater that I just did a little shopping.
Absolutely.
All right, so mark your calendars. Thursday, November 9th kicks off with Ladies Night, leads into the entire weekend of your open house event.
10th to the 12th is our open house. Lots of things going on, some fun activities, special sales. It'll be a really great time.
All right, let's talk about this beautiful 3-piece set donated by North Cape.
Yes.
To benefit Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. So we've been raising money all year, and this set is worth almost $4,000, and it could be yours for a $10 raffle ticket.
$10? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Enter that baby.
It's a no-brainer.
Lisa, so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Merry Christmas. Come on in, get your Christmas fix right here at the Bruce Company. She's Lisa, I'm Emmy, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. For over a decade, thousands of people have turned to Tommy Van Ness Realty to buy or sell their home. Because we are more than your realtor, we're your partner.
If you list with us and take advantage of our extensive marketing, everyone will know your home is for sale.
The Tommy Van Ness Realty team is working hard for you. Call Tommy Van Ness today at 608-395-7375. Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day, stretch the weekend, haul, or tow just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Now lease a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Well, if you're interested in learning how to be a host with the most, here's your chance. Booking.com has listed Martha Stewart's Farm Guest House for a one-night pre-Thanksgiving stay. The 1,800 square foot space in Bedford, New York is available November 18th for $11.23. The price honors the date of Thanksgiving this year. Guests will get a guided tour of the property with stops at Stewart's Instagram famous chicken coop, gardens and stables. There'll also be a class on wreath making and table setting, as well as a catered brunch with Stewart herself.
Wow.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Well, Barbara Streisand is adding author to her resume.
The iconic actress, singer, and director has a new memoir titled My Name is Barbara. The book takes fans behind the scenes of her career, which spans 6 decades. Streisand's father died when she was just 15. She told CBS Morning's anchor Gayle King about the profound impact that had on her life and career.
But I sort of had something in me, some spark that said, even though my mother said, you'll never make it as an actress, you know, you're not pretty enough or whatever. I think one of the reasons was when I saw movies, the woman got the guy. Oh, you mean there is somebody to love her in the movie? Maybe there's somebody who would love me.
Streisand told Gayle King that she doesn't know who should play her in any future movie about her life. The memoir, My Name is Barbara, goes on sale tomorrow.
Well, there's no denying Freddie at the weekend box office.
Here's Will Loper with the box office numbers and some suggestions on what to stream.
Well, Mark and Susan, no movie could take down the creepy animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's at the box office. But a new movie opened to number 4, outperforming expectations. That movie is Priscilla.
Hi. What's your name?
Priscilla Boyer.
You like Elvis Presley?
Sofia Coppola directs the film that follows the relationship between Priscilla and Elvis Presley from its inception when Priscilla was just 14.
Just what is the intent here, Mr. Presley? You got women throwing themselves at you. Why my daughter?
Well, sir, I happen to be very fond of your daughter.
Through their courtship and up to their marriage and divorce. The film explores Elvis's controlling behavior, where Priscilla is mostly confined to Graceland and wears only what Elvis likes.
Black hair and more eye makeup.
The film also explores the role of fame and celebrity and the toll it takes on a relationship.
You know, there's a lot of rumors about you.
The film, as a result, is a controlled experience and begins to feel repetitive by the end.
Oh, I need a woman who understands that things like this might happen. Are you gonna be her or not?
Kaylee Spaney shines as Priscilla, portraying her effortlessly from age 14 to 28. And Jacob Elordi is a more low-key Elvis than last year's portrayal by Austin Butler.
22, that's 22.
Priscilla is worth seeing, but wait until it's available to stream at home.
I want a life of my own.
Over on streaming services, newly streaming on AMC Plus is Planet Earth 3. David Attenborough is back with more beautiful nature footage. Newly streaming on Netflix is the series All the Light We Cannot See.
The Germans are close now.
All the people of the world have become evil at the same time.
Not all the people.
Based off the 2014 best-selling novel, the show follows a blind French girl and a German soldier whose lives collide.
We cannot give up to these monsters. France does not belong to them.
And new on Hulu is the film Quiz Lady.
I think your sister's here.
Annie, it's finally happened. Oh my God, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here. We're orphans. Oh my God, you're orphan Annie. Oh
She's
my
not
God.
dead. She ran away.
Aquafina and Sandra Oh play sisters who work to pay off their mother's gambling debts in a unique way.
Correct.
Oh my God.
What? You know this game.
This is how you're gonna make the money. I'm taking you to the quiz. Look out. Gotta catch another fight. I can't play on live TV in front of millions of people.
We're live at 4. I'm Will Loper.
Once you get to it, and you gotta get through hair and makeup. I already went through hair and makeup. Well, then you missed a spot.
That looks really good.
That looks funny. And I gotta see the David Attenboroughs. I love those.
They're spectacular, yeah.
That's good stuff. All right, we'll have a final check your forecast coming up.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask about our $69 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
New at 5, Time for Kids is back with new host Jalen Banks. News 3 Now shares how you can brighten the day for children at St. Mary's Hospital. Then how the first day of new schedules went for Madison Metropolitan Schools. Coming up next.
The UW takes the lid off of alcohol sales this season. I'm looking at the impact this new policy could have before, during, and after the games. Tapping into the issues surrounding alcohol in the arenas. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Here's a final look at your forecast. We're going to see temperatures cool off for tomorrow, and then they're going to continue to cool off for the rest of the week with high temperatures back in the 40s. Our only significant chance of rain, I don't even want to say significant, but there's a chance of rain Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, but the rain is not going to be very heavy. We also have small chances of rain for Sunday as well as next Wednesday or Thursday. But in general, we're not going to see a lot of rainfall, and temperatures, although they're going to cool off into the 40s and rise into the middle 50s, that's not too far off from the average high for this time of year. So look for fairly calm conditions over the next 10 days.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, Consumer Reports has the best buys for the month of November.
And a UW alum, now a veterinarian, forges history into a sculpture to mark the expansion of the brand new School of Veterinary Medicine on campus. We'll show you how it all came together tomorrow on Live at
4. Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower than low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A 33-year-old woman has fenders and a new headlight installed on her bike, but the parts are badly designed and cause her to crash. She never walks again. She decides to hire Habish, Rotier, and she receives $14.5 million. The Habish team negotiates with the headlight manufacturer in Germany, the fender company in Hong Kong, the fender designer in Madison, and the bike shop in Seattle. It is literally the opposite of one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. In today's Final Touch, an Ivy League professor makes a record-setting journey across the country.
And she documented the whole thing on social media. A Harvard physics professor just finished going the distance, running all the way from San Francisco to New York City. Professor and marathon runner Jennifer Hoffman started the nearly 3,000-mile trek on September 16th with a plan to average 60 miles a day in an attempt to chase after and beat the world record for the fastest transcontinental run by a woman. Hoffman's trek took her along scenic highways and byways, and she documented the journey on her Facebook page called Run, Jenny, Run, presumably a nod to Forrest Gump's own Jenny-fueled cross-country gallop. On November 3rd, Hoffman finished the journey in New York City in under 48 days. If confirmed, she'll have beaten the standing world record by more than a week.
Way to go. That is incredible.
That is a journey. Congratulations to her. All right, that's our time for now. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.